successful mortgage professional. He came all the way from Philadelphia, and he is here to tell us about some amazing things for next time. I can't wait for this. It's going to be one of the most amazing things you're going to see, because after 5 years and everything is ramped up, now we're going to take all those 4 years going on 5 in a funnel like this, and it's just going to go shoot. All right? All right. Give it up for Ski.
Yeah. All right, thank you. Wow. Honestly, the information that we've gotten, how powerful is this? This was a huge wow. And I want to, first of all, I want to thank Matt Maples for organizing this event. Matt, thank you so much. And thank you for bringing together such an awesome group of people to make it so successful. So thank you so much. I also want to recognize Life Masters Institute. I want to recognize them for creating this mastermind concept. But maybe more than that, because of all the information, you got to remember something. You've seen a tip of the iceberg, maybe only a piece of the tip of the iceberg. There's so much more to it. But for creating all this, you're talking thousands of hours, millions of dollars have been put into creating this information. It's available for you. And let's just talk really quickly about the 3 things you just saw. First of all, your personality masteries. This is a formula for us to better understand ourselves and the people we deal with every day, so that we're better able to communicate, we're better able to help these people, and we're better able to leverage relationships in a way that's mutually beneficial. Then there's the 530 grid. This is the holy grail of business models. It is essentially a foolproof roadmap to business success. And then you have the natural laws. Over 500 laws that govern every aspect of living, of being a human being. And just like Kevin mentioned, gravity, physical law, right? There are natural laws, and they tell us how life works. And if we'll learn these things, it's going to help us become so much more successful. Now imagine combining all 3 of these things. What happens in a person's life is amazing, in their business and their personal life. There have been people that have come to a mastermind seminar just like this, their lives have been changed because they left here and they followed through. They started taking action. Now, Kevin asked this question earlier, but I don't think we were really settled when the question was asked. How many of us have been to an event where we got some really great information, right? We got great information, and we left the event, we went home, we didn't follow through on it. We didn't take any action. Show of hands. Honestly, really. Thank you for being honest. Me too. What if there was a way to enable us to follow through, to take action, to discover our life vision, to increase our income in less time, with less stress, create life balance? This is all available to all of us. Now, I ask myself, all right, what happens? What is it that prevents us from following through and taking action? And I think I have the answer. I think it is a lack of commitment. Now, it's probably something that, it certainly is not conscious, but it definitely is something that is plaguing us in accomplishing what we want. We do have our biggest challenges. We do want to increase our income, but what's stopping us from taking that next step? Now, I think the important thing to remember here is that we've all been through events before, right? And I would be willing to bet most people have been here. They're all lathered up at an event, ran to the back of the room, pull out your credit card, you bought some service, some product, right? I want you to notice something. There's nothing being sold in this room. There's nothing being sold in the room. what's this about? This isn't about trying to sell you on something. This is the purpose of the Mastermind seminars, is to start you on a journey. A journey to start to think differently, to create the discipline, to change your actions so that they really do have an impact on your life. It's about teaching you about systems. It's about how you put systems in place in your business so that you're able to better connect with people. You're better able to use leverage. This is awesome because now you're going to be able to help you, your clients, your friends, your family. So, I keep wondering, actually, very often when we think about commitment, I'm going to give you a story right now. I have a friend back in Philadelphia. His name is Brian Propp. Brian is a 15-year veteran of the National Hockey League. Played 15 years from 79 to 84. He was the 14th person drafted in 79, so you know he's a good player. You can go that high, right? His very first year, his rookie year, he played on the first line with the Flyers with two legends, Reggie Leach and Bobby Clark. That's where he started. In fact, I'm going to tell you, he also played on a Canada Cup team that won the Canada Cup tournament. He played with Mario Lemieux, or if anybody's paying attention to hockey, Mario Lemieux and Wayne Gretzky. He's played in 5 Stanley Cup finals. 5. Some people never play in the hockey leagues, right? He's also played in 5 All-Star teams, National Hockey League All-Star teams. He finished his career with over 1,000 points. A lot of points. He is, in Flyer history, he is second behind Bill Barber in goals scored and second behind Bobby Clark in assists. Amazing career. Amazing career. Everything that he's come up against, all the challenges, he's figured out a way to do. He committed himself to become a great hockey player, and he did. But the thing was, what he didn't realize was, Brian's biggest challenge was ahead of him. In early 2000, 2001, Brian was diagnosed with atrial fibrillation, AFib, if anybody's familiar with, I know you're very familiar with heart issues. This is the most common irregular heartbeat, and it's the stimulus, electrical stimulus causes the heart to essentially quiver. Now was under a lot of doctors' management, and was being followed up on to make sure that this was under control. But 2 years ago, Brian was going on vacation with his family down to Annapolis, Maryland, and he wasn't feeling really good prior to going on the trip. But he thought, I'm going to do this. I don't want to mess up my family's plans. I'm going to go anyhow. So he went, but this feeling persisted. And then one night in his sleep, he became very ill. And something jolted him out of bed. He hit face first on the floor, knocking out several teeth. And there he lay on the floor, bleeding, his entire right side totally paralyzed. And he couldn't speak. Now, they rushed him to, well, first of all, you realize, at 57 years old, he had just had a major stroke. They rushed him to the hospital, and they found out that a huge blood clot had formed in his heart, had broken off, and traveled to his brain. Here's this guy, a very manly type of person, professional athlete, who's met every challenge along the way, is now faced with this, and he's not in control. And for most people, I would say, something this bad, this was a very traumatic, very debilitating, reducing the quality of somebody's life. This is a situation where in a lot of people, it starts to become the beginning of the end. But not for Brian Propp. Man, this man loves life, and he was not going to settle. He was going to make a commitment to regain control of his life. And that's what he did. Just as he did as a hockey player, he put the time and effort in to train, essentially, as he did to become a great, improve his skills, become a great hockey player. He's going to put the same commitment into doing that. And regaining his life and regaining control of his body. And I'm happy to tell you that with a lot of help, medical people, friends and family, after 2 years of physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy, stem cell treatment, and a lot of hard work by Brian Propp every single day to meet his commitment. He now has regained control of his arm, his right arm, his right leg. He's a little trouble yet with his hand. And maybe even better, he's regained control of his speech. He's now able to speak again, which is awesome. Because guess what? Next event is in May 18th in Philadelphia. Brian Propp will be the MC of that event. And what a testament to the power of commitment. Now I'm going to tell you, most of us probably are not being challenged in the way that Brian was challenged right now. But I do know that you do, whether you know it or not, you have a biggest challenge. Or you came here because you wanted to grow your business, or you wanted to gain some life balance. You're seeking for something. So, I'm sorry.
No, that's fine.
I'm sorry.
You're good.
You know, I think the key is that we come here with the idea we're going to solve. I guess the question really is, how serious are you? How committed are you to solve that biggest challenge that you have? How committed are you to growing your business, to getting that life balance? Show of hands. How many people here really and truly want to solve their life challenge or want to grow their business or create life balance for yourselves? Great, great. Now, how many people here, show of hands, how many people here want to mastermind with like-minded people and be held accountable to follow through on that commitment? How many people want to do that? Awesome. That's fantastic. I love it, because here's what we're going to do. I want you to, first of all, take out your fourfold, and under next steps, make sure you do this. Look, 30-minute strategy session. It's absolutely free. Please make that one of your first steps. Do that one. Or certainly look to join a Coffee Connection, which is a live mastermind event in your area. If you don't have one, you can start one. You get help from Legacy Partners in starting one. Or also, there are phone calls, mastermind phone calls. There's plenty of them during the course of the week. Get on one of those and start to participate. Again, please start to take action on this. You're making it your life. And then you also have the opportunity to, your business operating system. How would you like to have somebody create a business operating system for you, engineer one for you?
And help you create it.
And help you create it, yes. Exactly. Work with you to create that business operating system. Also, one-on-one coaching. You have the opportunity to do one-on-one coaching. And by the way, there's also a lot of courses online through Life Masters. Now, keep in mind, those last three things, there's a cost of fulfillment. So there is a charge for those. Just realize that. But you know what? That's an investment in you. And the last thing I'll also ask if there's anything in particular that Matt wants to see happen with all of you here locally. Anything, Matt?
Yeah, a couple quick things. One, don't leave here without having lunch and coming back and talking to the presenters, talking to Jonathan about MVP, multimedia, marketing, anything that you're having a challenge with, come talk to some of us about some of the breakouts that we're having and how some of these things can apply to you. And then after today, come join our Coffee Connection. We have one tomorrow to help you set those next steps from anything that you're learning today. Every Tuesday morning in Aurora, we're challenging each other to think differently and do it quickly. Come to that. Take an action. That's what it's there for.